We talked about OJ, the fair trial. Can he get a fair trial? How can Donald Trump get a fair trial?
Yeah.
Who knows? There's not one person that doesn't have a strong opinion on Trump one way or another. The list goes on. But now we have Diddy, right? Diddy's all up in the news, all up in the videos, according to Suge Knight, if you remember that whole thing. But he's fighting back now. So now Diddy, you saw his houses raided, LA and Miami. You know, I live 5 minutes from Star Island down in South Beach. I'm familiar with Ciroc and the Ciroc boys in the club. But now Diddy's finally speaking. Did you see this video of the names that he named? Any of you guys?
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, la 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 la. Let's hope that this is actually true. So Diddy is basically saying the following. A lot of stories out there about me, and none of my friends are stepping up. But I got stories about all my friends. So what I'm going to do is let all my friends know that I got stuff on them too. None of them are answering my phone these days. None of them are saying anything. So I'm just going to subtly and gently and directly say their name out loud. Destiny Child once said, say my name, say my name. Well, Diddy, although he did not produce that video, he's saying people's names. So Malik, let's roll the tape on what Diddy had to say.
And he's acting shady.
You call me acting shady. Here it is.
There's music on it.
Diddy ain't
You
going
said-
I don't
down
think I think we can play the
Wait.
music.
I'm
Listen
seeing,
until the
hearing.
end.
I'm seeing names.
Drake,
Go ahead. Play it,
Oprah.
Malik. Play the volume. So he's with his, I believe, daughter.
Kevin Hart,
Down.
Wahlberg, Snoop, DJ Khaled,
You can do it on 1.5 too.
Kelly Rowland, Chris Brown.
Why he's making his kid do that?
Yeah.
That's so
He's having his
Yeah,
kid
kind of
read out
creepy,
the
no?
names.
evil.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
That's
evil.
creepy.
I thought this
Yeah.
was from an older video from like 2022.
No.
Lizzo.
Sorry. Is it?
Naomi Campbell.
This is
Hey, we don't
fascinating.
want to report fake
Malik.
news.
That's all you got?
Fast forward a little bit. Okay, Jessica Alba. Yeah,
At least
keep
I didn't
going.
see Trump in there.
Keep going. Keep going. Like fast forward like 10, 15 more seconds. All right, back up 5 seconds and slow it down. Back up 5 more seconds, please. And slow it down. Turn it up.
Tomorrow, on my Uncle Benny's live. It starts at 3 p.m. East Coast, 3 p.m. and 12 p.m. West Coast.
Okay. So what he's saying is all these people, they get too busy to answer their phone. So I'm going to name some names. Now, I don't know what's happening here. And by the way, I don't even really care when this, like if this video, he knows all these people. So he's friends with all these people. Do you have that video of the party that he's at? So
Oh, yeah. This guy. He's another one.
just don't, here's what all I'm saying. At some point, Diddy has dirt on a lot of people. Does anybody disagree that Diddy has dirt on a lot of
I
people?
think they all have dirt on each other. That's the
Yeah.
whole
Right.
point. That's how
Okay.
the system
That's why they
works.
all dirt.
Kind of how it all works.
That's dark.
So his buddy Stevie J, who's one of the biggest DJs in Miami, I've been to Live on Sunday too many times to name. He DJs there all the time. I've seen Diddy there. I've seen Lil Wayne there. I've seen Rick Ross there. I've seen all the NBA guys. He sort of had his back on this, but it could backfire, ironically. Stevie J says, I just want to remind you guys that they do have something to worry about. This is what a real Diddy party looks like. Play this video, and this you definitely can't play the volume.
Oh, no.
This is from a 50th birthday celebration in 2019, full disclosure.
2019.
Tell me who you recognize in this video.
Oh,
Dr. Dre, Kobe,
yeah.
Kardashian.
Kardashian.
Kendall Jenner.
Hit the volume for 3 seconds.
Jay-Z.
Turn it off.
We can play for like 5.
Kanye, Pharrell, Naomi
Yep.
Campbell, Kim
Naomi
Kardashian,
Campbell.
Jay-Z,
Jay-Z.
Cardi
Cardi
B,
B.
Big Sean, Dr. Dre again.
Okay. Travis Scott, Kanye,
Post
Post
Malone,
Malone,
Thirsty. Oh no.
Weeknd,
The
The
Weeknd,
Weeknd, yeah.
Jaden Smith,
Kobe.
the late great Kobe.
Snoop Dogg, Mary J.
Mary
Blige.
J. Blige.
Yeah. So, this is his 50th birthday.
Snoop.
This video, what's going on right here. There's Snoop Loop. There's Queen Latifah doing his thing. Here are the people that were actually at this event. All the Kardashians: Kim, Khloe, Kylie, Kanye West, Cardi B, Travis Scott, The Weeknd, Kevin Hart, Jay-Z, Kobe, the late Kobe and his wife Vanessa, Jaden Smith, Machine Gun Kelly, Post Malone, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Naomi Campbell, and many others that you saw in this video. All these people could potentially be subpoenaed to be at the Diddy trial. Kevin Hart right there.
Yeah.
So when we talk about OJ, you know, as Adam Sandler famously said in the Hanukkah song, OJ Simpson, not a Jew. All these people could potentially be subpoenaed. Jay-Z in the biggest potential trial ever. Diddy, and I'll tell you why. The O.J. Simpson trial, humongous. They weren't interviewing other celebrities.
Yeah.
The Johnny Depp trial, humongous. It was just Johnny and Amber Heard. Harvey Weinstein, I don't know what happened there, but we don't really see much of that trial. What do you remember from that trial?
Vague headlines on social media. That was
Okay.
pretty much all anybody talked about.
The Epstein trial that everybody said, oh, no, there was no trial. What happened with him? The Ghislaine Maxwell trial,
Nothing
did
burger.
anything happen with that?
No. That was disappointing.
The potential magnitude of a Diddy trial, if Jay-Z and Beyonce have to take the stand,
Yeah.
if Justin Bieber has to take the stand, if all of Bad Boy Entertainment and Death Row Records have to take the stand, if Kevin Hart has to take the stand, if Post Malone has to take the stand, should I go on here? If all these people who are affiliated with Diddy and have known him for years, if Ashton Kutcher has to take the stand, these are all his friends. DJ Khaled, he's just going to be like another famous, another one. That's just who's going to be taking the stand at a Diddy trial. It's going to be the biggest thing we've ever seen in our lifetime. Agree or disagree, Isabel?
Totally
Yes.
agree.
Yes.
The question is, even if they take the stand, will a lot of these people actually provide information, or will they plead the fifth?
Well, if you've ever listened to a rap song, Isabel, snitches get stitches. So we'll find out what happens here. Nat, you're in this world. You've been to Rolling Loud. You've been to the club. You know 21 Savage. Hold on, let me adjust my jacket for a second. Go ahead, Nat. What do you want to say about this subject?
It's a chance for people to come and speak the truth. It really is, whether you're snitching or not. If you want me to be honest, I think the fact that he's naming names, kind of publicly threatening everyone else, to me is saying that you're somewhat guilty of something. In my opinion, call me crazy. I think if you're threatening people, hey, you don't answer my phone, let me name all the people that not answer my phone, it's because you have something to hide. I think it's going to be a really interesting case to see kind of where even celebrities stand based on facts that come out and, things that they've done in the past as well. So I'm interested to see a lot of where the celebrities kind of stand, what happens, and I'm interested to even see their dream team set up. I want to see the dream team of attorneys, who's going to pick who and what's going to pick who. And
That's fascinating.
And from there, also the marketing that comes after that. Books that come out, the marketing, all the content. At the end of the day, as terrible as some of these allegations are, it's an opportunity that people use to make money. And it is what it is. But I hope, with some of these names for celebrities that are big examples and influence for the generation today, up and coming, they really take that into consideration and speak the truth, and hopefully justice is found.
Well said, Nat. Amy, let me ask you something. I think you said something about this the other day. I could be wrong. There was a trial, 6 months ago with this guy, Danny Masterson from the 70s show.
That was me.
And Ashton Kutcher
And Mila Kunis.
defended him. They wrote a letter.
I think I
Basically
remember
saying-
hearing something about that. Yeah,
Okay.
we didn't talk about it though.
So maybe it wasn't you. You familiar with this story? They came out, and then he was sentenced to, I don't know, how long in prison?
I don't remember the sentencing. He was found guilty, but
He was found guilty. Malik, if you just find Danny Masterson.
People were mad
sentencing-
at Mila and Ashton for standing up for him, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, yeah, I
So-
remember this.
And this is Danny Masterson. Who the fuck is he?
Right, yeah.
Jury convicted Dan Masterson back in May of 2023. Okay, so it's been a year. He sexually assaulted them at Hollywood Hills home after playing them. Did he say how long he's going to be in jail for?
This AP News article, the first link says
30 years.
30 years?
Okay. So, guys, go with me on this because I want to
That's
get your
long for-
feedback.
it's a very long time.
For
Okay.
that type of a, yeah.
Yeah, 30 years. Okay. So, two-tier justice system. You talked about OJ gets off. What did that have to do with the LA riots? The juror basically said everything. Danny Masterson, celebrity, but not that big of a celebrity on the 70s show with Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis. He gets 30 years. Diddy. It's fair to say Diddy's a little bit bigger than Danny Masterson. And the charges and the allegations, by the way, pull up that article, facing all the charges. The charges or the allegations that he's facing way bigger than Danny Masterson. All these people potentially having to take the stand. We've seen the backlash that Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis had for defending Danny Masterson. What kind of backlash do you think Jay-Z and Beyonce could get? What kind of
They
backlash do you
immediately
think?
folded, right?
Did
Like
they?
Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, after he was found guilty, they ended up making an apology video for defending him in the first place.
You're absolutely right.
And to me, I'm thinking like, why would you, if you fold that quickly, how much effort or how much did you really believe your like character statement that you submitted on his
Yeah.
behalf? If right after he's found guilty, they're like, oh, I'm distancing myself from him. So to me, it was like either you didn't really believe it in the first place, or you were doing it to try to get him off potentially and hoping that your word was going to carry some weight within the justice system. And then once it didn't play out for you, you decided to distance yourself out of convenience.
You're absolutely right.
Good
And
point.
isn't Danny
So-
Masterson in the Church of Scientology?
Is he really?
I'm pretty sure he's a Scientologist.
The
so
story goes deeper, apparently.
when he was like hit with all of that, I'm thinking like, okay, if the Church of Scientology didn't come bail you out with their like, legal team, maybe you did do something.
Danny Masterson was convicted of sexual assault.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, if Diddy, allegedly did a tenth of what he's being accused of, right? Sex trafficking, sexual abuse, rape, minors. I've seen the video of Justin Bieber and Usher, whatever's going on there.
Yep.
All these people, here it is, NBC News, what does it say right there? Search warrants connect with the federal investigation to allegations of sex trafficking, sexual assault, the solicitation and distribution of illegal narcotics and firearms. Point is, this is way deeper than Danny Masterson. All these people are going to take the stand. How many of these people are going to be like, yeah, I ain't saying shit for fear of backlash? How many people are going to say, I'm just going to pick a name, Mary J. Blige. She's been part of Diddy's life for 30 years. Imagine she says, I've known Diddy for 30 years. He's only been the best to me. He's helped me. I stand by my friend Diddy. God forbid he gets called guilty. Off with her head. The court of public opinion.
I don't know.
What?
Yeah.
What's interesting here is that I think there's two courts of public opinion to play to in Hollywood. There's regular, everyday people who would say off with your head. And
Yeah.
frankly, rightfully so. If you knew all this was happening and you were covering it up, allegedly, if it's all happening, that's a huge problem. I think we all know that that's probably going on inside of Hollywood. But there's also the tier of the Hollywood inner circle. I find it fascinating that this is all happening at the exact same time the Quiet on Set documentary series is going viral right now. I don't know if you've had
What
a
is
chance
that?
to
Tell me
watch
about
it.
that.
Oh, great.
Go,
You have
Isabel.
homework.
Let's hear
You
it.
have homework tonight, Adam.
I got a comedy show tonight, but go ahead.
A group put together this documentary series. A new surprise episode just dropped. I haven't watched it. Called Quiet on Set, investigating the sexual abuse that was happening to child actors on Nickelodeon during the late 1990s and early 2000s.
Ariana Grande, was you
All
part
of
of
this
that?
has now been exposed. They weren't
Yes.
able to talk about certain stories largely because of NDAs, but Drake Bell, for the first time ever, shared his
Yeah,
story
Josh and
publicly
Drake, yes, I've heard
of
this, I've
being
heard rumors
sexually
of this,
abused
yes.
over years and years and years at Nickelodeon. Here's the thumbnail for the show, Quiet on Set. people are eating this up, like ordinary people are eating this up. But
Okay.
a large part of the story is that the inner Hollywood circle wrote letters to the trials of these sexual predators of children to vouch for their character, to stand up for them, to say, we've been friends with them for years and years. They would never do something like this. And even when they were found guilty, even when they spent time in prison, none of those people recounted their statements. And so I'm curious if this Diddy trial actually proceeds the way that we expect it to. How are celebrities going to respond? Either A, to appease the concerns of ordinary people who are up in arms about particularly sexual abuse of minors, largely because of the Epstein trial that has yet to have any meaningful direction in our country, and now this Quiet on Set documentary series, or are they going to try to appease the Hollywood inner circle that expects you to stand up for your friends and not rat anybody out and don't be a snitch?
Isabel, well said. And here's my only response, and this is where there's three sides to every person. So we're on a show right now. You're only gonna know two sides of me or you. Meaning, all right, the cameras are rolling, everyone at home sees what we're doing. We all see it, we see what's going on. Everybody say hi to the cameras at home. Everybody go ahead.
Hey.
Hey guys. Okay.
Mom.
Everyone sees that. When this show's over at 6 o'clock, cameras are off. We're all gonna see what's going on behind the scenes. Only we know what's going on backstage. You guys were backstage. You guys were hanging out. You guys are doing it. Only us. But then we all go home. And nobody knows what we're doing at home. So to me, if it's like, yes, I know Isabel off camera. She's great. Da-da-da. I don't know what's going on at your house. You don't know. Like, that's how it works. The third side to everybody. And so the people who are defending somebody else, they don't know what's going on behind closed doors. So all the people that are defending Diddy, they sing him on camera, off camera.
Yep.
One of the things I always say is I've been to a Diddy party before. There goes Amy. I've been to a Diddy party before.
Rat it out.
I've been to the Playboy Mansion a few times. But I don't go up to the master bedroom in the house. I'm on the lawn with the party goers, the festival goers, so to speak. We don't know what's going on up in the master bedroom. Nobody does. And oftentimes the girls that end up in the master bedroom or whoever ends up in there, as we know from Bill Cosby, sometimes they don't even remember.
So you're saying you're going to plead the fifth? If you were,
I'm just saying.
If you were in Hollywood and you had to you were called to the stand, you're not going to say anything.
I think
Yeah,
you
what
have
would
to.
you say? What
I
would
think
you
you have
do?
to operate very delicately, and I would say just that. Like if I'm any of those people, I would say there's three sides to every. Guys, use this. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Dre, Snoop, Bieber, Usher. Use this. Listen, there's three sides to every person. I can tell you conclusively, on camera, I stand by this person. Off camera, I stand by this person.
But
I don't know what's going on when he goes to his house when he leaves. And that's the truth. Because as Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis found out, they can vouch for somebody on camera. They can vouch for him off camera. But they don't know what homeboy Danny Masterson was doing back in his apartment. And if you
It's every
vouch for
man
somebody,
themselves.
what's that?
It's every man for themselves. They're not going to put their reputation on the line for something that has such high risk and very low reward or returns on the off chance that he's not found guilty.
Correct. But I'll tell you what, I can pretty much guarantee that our friend Pau over here, on camera, off camera, when she goes home, she's a great person.
I am.
I can
I believe I am.
I believe that because I believe all women.
very progressive. Yeah.
But you never know is my point, is you never frickin' know. Whoa. If you like that one, click right here to watch the full SOSCAST. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.